Hi guys, I am Rishit Shah from Tally School, and in this video we are going to talk about the opening balance difference that you get in the balance sheet. So many of the people get differences in their balance sheet, and many of the people have asked me that how to remove that large amount of difference. I have told them that that is the difference in the balance sheet. So check your balance sheet, the opening balance sheet, and you will find the difference. But this statement is a little bit advanced. This statement can be understood by the people who know accounting or who are into accounting field. But for the people who are new to accounting or who have not enough experience of accounting, they cannot understand. So that's why I've created this video. Nothing wrong in that. I was also in confusion at the beginning when I started learning Tally 5 years ago. So why the balance remains, or why there is a difference in the opening balance in balance sheet. So let me show you my balance sheet right now. I am logged into my company Tally School, and I'm going into the balance sheet. You can see there is no difference. That's because I have entered the balance sheet in a correct way, and then I am using the balance in the correct way. So why there is no difference and why the difference arises? The difference basically arises when there is imbalance in the balance sheet, or we can call that you have not entered the balance sheet correctly. So let me just open the opening balance sheet. This is actually the opening balance sheet. You can see as at 1st April 2019. If you want to see the opening balance sheet in your Tally, then you have to go to period and then select 1/4/2019 and again select 1/4/2019. So what Tally will do is show you the balance sheet for the period from 1/4/19 to 1/4/19. That's exactly 1 day, and that's the opening day of the new financial year. So that is the opening balance sheet. When I enter that, I will see the opening balance sheet. It is exactly the same as we saw before because it was already the opening balance sheet. Now the difference comes because there is an imbalance in the balance sheet either on the liability side or on the asset side. So either on this side or on this side, you have not entered a correct balance while entering the opening balance sheet. So let me just show you how the difference arises. What I will do is I will change the opening balance of my capital account. So if I go into capital account, I have Tally School capital account created under the capital account by the name of my company, which is exactly the tallyschool.com name also. So Tally School, if I go in there, you can see opening balance is 5 lakh credit. What I will do is I will change the opening balance to 2 lakh, and then there will be the difference. So let me go back, and if I press Ctrl plus Enter from here, I will go into ledger alteration in Tally for Tally School. Ledger alteration, if I come here, okay, if I come here, I will see 5 lakh opening balance. So I will do it 2 lakhs and we'll see the difference. So now I have changed the opening balance of capital to 2 lakh rupees, and you can see the difference in opening balance is 3 lakhs. So that is how the difference comes. This is just one example. If you change opening balance of any of the ledgers that you see here or that you see in your Tally in the balance sheet, say for example computer, if I go in there, opening balance is 8,000. So let me go in there and change the opening balance of computer. Okay, let me put in here 10,000 extra in the opening balance and then change it. Now you can see 10,000 extra difference is coming up in the opening balances. So what happens is when there is a difference in the opening balance, when you see something like this, you have not entered the entire balance sheet correctly in Tally. What I will recommend is you check each and every ledger, or you check each and every account here and see the balance is exactly what you want. The final thing in accounting is that the balance sheet always balances. That is, this balance sheet, the liability side and the asset side, both should be same, otherwise there will be difference as we saw. So for example, if you just have a capital account and you just have a fixed asset on this side, let's say we have capital account on the left hand side, just Tally School, and right hand side we just have computer. So both the capital account of Tally School and computer should have same balances. So if I bought a computer of 20,000, the capital account should be 20,000 also. That's when the balance sheet balances. We cannot see that here because there are so many accounts here, but that is the basic scenario, or that is a basic knowledge while creating a balance sheet. The debit, that is the asset side, and the liability side, that is the credit, should always match and should always balance equally. That is why the name is also called the balance sheet. So how to remove that difference is, it's very easy. Check each and every account that is reflected here and check the amount, and you will find that you have by mistake entered some other amount in some other account, or entered wrong amount in any of the ledger. The most common mistake people do is enter closing stock. You do not have to enter closing stock in Tally while creating balance sheet in Tally. You just have to enter the opening stock, and that will be counted as closing stock, because whatever you have not sold till the date is automatically becomes the closing stock. So while you enter the closing stock in Tally for the first time, you do not have to enter the closing stock actually. If you want to maintain the stock, create stock items and then add opening balances in them. I will link down in the description the process of creating stock items in Tally with GST. And if you just want to enter the stock without maintaining it, then create a ledger for opening stock and then enter it in Tally. It will be under current assets. So that's where the difference arises for most of the people. But if still there is a difference, then chances are you may not have entered a capital account, because what we do is we enter the cash, that is the amount that we introduce in a business or bank account, but we forgot or we forget to enter the capital account, and that's where the difference arises. So these can be the reasons the difference in your balance sheet's opening balance arises. There can be other reasons as well, and we have to check each and every individual balance sheet to know where the difference is. I have explained the reasons where generally most of the people would do the mistake, because I have gone through them, so I know how it works. So what you have to do to remove the balances, you have to just correct the accounts by altering them. So what I will do is I will alter this ledger and this ledger that we have changed. So I will go into Tally School, Control plus Enter. I will come to opening balance and I'll enter 5 lakhs. We have changed it. Now the opening balance difference is only 10,000. So we have covered the difference of 3 lakhs, and now we will change the ledger of computer, Control plus Enter. And if I come here, I will just delete it because there was nothing here, so I will keep it 0 and press Enter. Now the difference is gone. So now the balance sheet is tallied. Now the left hand side liability side and the right hand side asset side is tallied. It doesn't matter what the total amount is, it will tally if you have entered all the ledgers in a correct way. If you want to just start by balancing the balance sheet, you can start ledger by ledger. So in business, whatever you do, it comes from your capital. So on the left hand side, what you do is get a paper and a pen or a notebook, and on the left hand side of the page write capital, on the right hand side write your fixed assets or your investments or whatever you have introduced in the business from that money. So for example, if you are starting a computer business, on the left hand side, let's say you invested 50,000. So 50,000 will be in the capital, and right hand side it can be computer, it can be cash. You have not purchased computer yet. So on the right hand side write, for example, let's say you have introduced cash, you have just started the business. So on the left hand side it will be capital, on the right hand side it will be cash. Now you have bought 20,000 rupees computer from that cash. So cash will get reduced and computer will get increased. So on the right hand side, although you got the computer, but the total 50,000 will remain as it is. So that's how the balance sheet actually works, and that's how Tally also work with the balance sheet. So we have to know that. So this is just a basic accounting problem that many of the people have. This is not something related to Tally in any way, except that you have entered the ledgers wrongly. Otherwise, it's just basic accounting concept that you have to know if you want to learn Tally well. I say this to many people that I meet, that to learn Tally well, know basic accounting. If you know advanced accounting, that's very good, but if you know basic accounting, you can learn Tally in a much more easy way, because Tally for accounting, it is nothing but accounting in a digital format. So that's for this video. If you like this video, subscribe to Tally School channel. We are growing at a very phenomenal pace. We are adding many subscribers daily, so that's a good point. And if you have any suggestion, any question, comment down below, and I reply to each and every suggestion or question. If you want to say thanks, then also comment down below. I will reply to that as well by giving a heart. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video.